Oh, yes. We are live. How is everyone? How is everybody doing? Let's get these numbers up. They're looking kind of low right now. Let's see. Where is everyone? I can't see nobody. Alrighty. Let's see. Alrighty. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Vice Versa Live, where we discuss everything about careers and jobs and how to overcome them in a quite of a practical way. We'll be debunking so many different things, and today we will be discussing LinkedIn. Now, just a short recap for people who wasn't there last week. Last week I tried to basically give an overview of how I use LinkedIn to find work. I think I've said on previous shows that LinkedIn is the number one for me. It's the number one way for you to find work. I know a lot of people use like Indeed, Azuna, Reed, and all those other ones, and I will be discussing those ones at a later point. But today I'm going to be discussing again LinkedIn and showing you a few other things that is quite easy to be overlooked, and really show you how you can use it and how you can potentially win. That's the main thing. You want to know how you can win, and I'm going to show you how I use it to win. So yeah. Just to share some things that's really on my mind and on my heart is, I speak to a lot of people about work, and generally I find that a lot of people they can sometimes get stuck in their minds. So I want everyone out there who's watching this video, whether you're watching it live or whether you're going to watch it again at some point, there is nothing wrong with you. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You can do absolutely anything. So don't think that there is something that's wrong with your ability. There is nothing wrong with your ability. It's just your mind, and you really have to really push your mind, because it's through that pushing is where you'll get the success. You see, I say to people all the time, those who look for work will find work. So meaning those who seek success will find success, meaning that success is always present. Opportunity is always present. So if that's the case, then there's something that I'm not actually doing. And that's what you need to figure out. So don't stay where you are. Don't beat yourself up. Whatever's happened has happened. And now it's time to move forward. So that's just what I really wanted to share, because I feel it's very, 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 very important. If in doubt you are going to win. That's one of the major things you have to do. So let's get straight to it. LinkedIn. Now, I've come super, super prepared, and hopefully, it's not going to start, crashing as it did last time. I'm really hoping it doesn't do that. So let me share my screen. By the way, I hope you guys like my new studio setup, my new overlay. So, had to really sort out the presentation, make sure the presentation was nice for you guys, as I continue to improve, not just my delivery, but also my presentation, because presentation is important. I did like how I was set up last time, but because my laptop is working, basically my laptop is social distancing itself from actually internet connecting. I find it was better to use the computer. So that's why it's a little bit different anyway from last week. But let's see how this goes. Here we go. So we're sharing the screen. Let's see. Let's see how we share the screen. Okay. So we're sharing the screen. Let's see how we go. Let's share the screen. Here we go. Hopefully it's still moving at a good pace. It feels like it's moving at a good pace. It feels like it on the computer anyway. Okay. So one of the things that I really wanted to talk about was the premium account. Now, you're probably thinking, why am I talking about the premium account? So this is an example of a role that I would generally go for, which is a senior business development manager role. And as you can see, what I was talking about last week was the easy apply, which is, again, something that's really easy for you to just click on, and it allows you to more or less just click through and use your profile, your CV profile, and some of your your attached CV to easily apply. Now, as you can see, this role is under the account of this lady here, Regina. And like I was saying to you before, this information is key, and which is one of the benefits of LinkedIn, is that you're not just applying to a computer or to some system or to anything. This one feels a lot more personal, because it's almost at that same feel that you have when you are like how it was like prior to this internet era, where you used to have your CV to hand and speak to a manager or hand it into someone that you knew or someone that worked at the company. And this is very, very similar to that. And so it's really, really good that you have that you are on LinkedIn, so you're able to still have that feel, because there is a person that you can speak to. And I'm going to be talking a bit more about that in detail later as such. But it's with Ranjina who's basically handling this. And what I really wanted to point out to you guys is this part here. Now, I'm not a premium member, but while I was a premium member, one of the things that made me really see where I was in regards to the job was this area here called the competitive intelligence. Now, what this was that, as you can see here, top skills. So you have 2 out of the 10 top skills among all applicants. Now, I realized that if my skill set was smaller than the number, so it's 2 out of 10. So I've got 20%. Yeah. So I've got 20% of the skill set amongst other applicants, which genuinely tells me that if I apply for this role, I'm not gonna get this role. You can see what I mean. You want to be able to look and apply for roles, and you want to be in the top 6 of those. Now, obviously, you can't see what's going on here, but if I go to my actual profile, which I will do, view profile, new tab, and I'll show you where you can do this. This feels a lot better for me. I hope it feels just as good as it does for you. So thank God for computers. So where you will find this is this part here, skills and endorsements. This part is absolutely massive for you applying for work. Now, as you can see, the way that I've set this up is it's basically around business development roles, sales roles, customer success roles. So you will see that, I have like stuff like, customer relationship management skills, analytical skills, customer satisfaction. Obviously, I have entrepreneurship as, I obviously run this company. You got project management, business analysis, account management, and the list kind of goes on numerous skills that you need. Now, if you haven't had a premium account, I'm sure LinkedIn still do like a month free service. Now, if you haven't already done that, I implore you to do that, because then you're able to see exactly, you can kind of gauge where each employer, when they're putting out their jobs, what it is that they're actually looking for in terms of their skills. And then you're able to see some of the top skills that you're getting matched against. And when you're able to do that, you start to get into a pattern of knowing, okay, I kind of know which role which role I know I'm going to be most successful in. And if the roles that I actually want to, that I'm not finding the best of luck, then I know how to make the necessary changes. So again, this part here is absolutely massive. If you really want to be successful and really stand out, this is one of the best ways. So, if you haven't already set up your LinkedIn profile, please do. I hope that, with the stuff that I did last week, that people, or you guys, shall I say, had really started to just try. I always think that that you can't go wrong at all. There's no such thing as being wrong. There's only learning. It's the same thing with failure. Like you fail, okay, I've done that. Okay, go back to the drawing board, try again, go back to the drawing board, try again, go back to the drawing board, and try again, and continue to modify. But as you continue to modify, what you realize is that you continue to move forward, because ultimately you found another way of how to do something that you probably didn't know before. So yeah. That's one role that I found and thought was really, really good. And let me show you another role. Let me show you another role. Let me show you this one. So you have a better understanding of what it is I'm saying, because that's my thing. I think I want you to understand. Okay, so here's another role. Again, another fantastic example. This is Ian or Ewan Hearing. You can see this guy is a European head of talent. So you could say that this role, this company, you would say is quite a big company. It's mid-senior to role. Let's open up his. In fact, we don't even need to open up. We can open up Talent Crunch itself. So this is another good way of finding out how big the company is. You go to company, you'll see people. Okay, so it's saying it's 6 employees. Okay, you see the CEOs here. Okay, European Head of Talent. Okay, so it's quite a small company. Doesn't really tell you how long it's been there. Okay. Obviously, always look at the about page. I always find that this when you are going to like interview or anything, whether you apply for the job here or wherever, I find it's always best to go by what they say on their LinkedIn. It's always the best way to find out exactly what it is that they do. Okay, so 2 to 10 employees. Okay, it's founded last year, so it's a startup. Fantastic. So it's quite a new company, and I'm assuming it's scaling quite quickly. Okay, fantastic. So like some of the stuff that I was saying to you before, you really want to look at key things that they're really saying, but ultimately you want to go here. So again, here you can see that I've got 3 out of the 10 top skills. So genuinely, I don't think obviously from what it appears here, I'll have to make modifications before I can easily apply for this role, because at the moment I only have 3 out of the 10. So I need to be looking in this paragraph here to find out what other skills they're potentially looking for. Saying sales, business development, marketing, information technology services. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look at what is it that they're asking from the business development managers, and what are the key skills they're looking for, which they will say here. I want to give you guys another example as well, which I did see talent crunch. Okay, this company here. Okay. Just bear with me, guys. Fantastic. I did this one already. Apologies, guys. Aha, customer success manager. This is the role I was looking at. Okay. So again, just advisor. Okay. Interesting. Again, this is another big role. This stuff is very key. Like I said before, when a company is talking about successful candidate, we need to demonstrate. This kind of stuff is going to need to be in your CV, and in your skills section that I was talking about. Requirements apply for the position. Again, this is quite key. Some of the software stuff that you need to attach to your skill set. Again, Adobe CC, Jira, Microsoft Suite. Even here as well. These are it's like when companies do that, it's almost like they're being quite specific about who it is they're actually looking for. And that's you almost want to be like, okay, pick me. But in order for you to do that, you've got to almost like copy and paste it into everything that you already have, and then just make the necessary changes. Okay, look again here, 2 out of 10. Again, if this would be, I don't really have all the skills that they would require for me to apply. But, again, here it is, my details. Obviously, hopefully no one's taking my number, but it's quite easy. You have your CV that's already there, and you just submit application, which is very, very easy. But I think one of the biggest things on how you can, again, scale is like, okay, Paul Glynn, he's the guy that is managing this. So I will literally just go to him. He's a trusted advisor, agent, and he's the person in charge. So what I would do is this exactly what it is that I would say to him. It's going to be interesting because he's going to be looking at my profile and be like, are you really looking for work, or what's actually going on here? But I would just be like, quick intro, really cool. Hey Paul, I hope this finds you well. Just saw the role for customer success. I just saw the role for customer success manager. I just saw the role for the customer success manager, and I wanted to just find out a bit more about the role. Are you able at some point this week to discuss the role the role further. I look forward to seeing, to hearing from you soon. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Kind regards, Simon. Now, this is a very quick way of you just generating normal conversation. I think one of the things that you can get stuck in, especially when doing stuff with like LinkedIn, or you can feel like you're kind of getting lost, and you can feel like or even more so, it's like it's professional, it's too professional. But as you can see here, I've already applied for the role. Now all I'm trying to do is just develop some form of relationship, which is really simple. So I'm just basically reaching out to him, trying to talk about the things that he cares about, but almost trying to position myself to just find out more about the information. So if he does come back to me, I can be like, oh yeah, I've applied for the role, but just tell me more about the role. So it's almost like you're now positioning yourself to be like, okay, I've applied for the role. I'm now trying to gain more information from you, and we can start to have a conversation, almost like we're trying to build a sort of friendship, relationship, or a sense of familiarity. And that's what you want. So again, just do the grammar, make sure everything's so good. It finds you well. I just say the role for take away. And I wanted to find out a bit more about the role, and are you able at some point this week to discuss the role further? I look forward to hearing from you soon. Kind regards. That's it. Send. And it's that easy, it's that simple. And this leads me on to other ways on how you can put yourself forward for work during LinkedIn. So you have one part, which is to apply for roles. And there's another part, which I call CPS. Now, CPS is quite simple, as LinkedIn is not only a platform for you to gain work, it's also a community of professionals. Now, some of the best ways for you to find work is this acronym that called CPS, which is comment, post, and share. On your profile, you want people to come to you and be like, okay, this person is engaged with the things that they're engaged with, where they want to go. So, for example, the best way to do that, again, Paul Glynn, I want to look at his activity. So he's applied to this. So let's look on this activity. Fantastic. Let's look at his activity. And I'm kind of going over, guys, so just bear with me. It's a lot. There's a lot that you can do on this. All right. Okay. So he's applied to this. So he's looking at this person here, Alex Marontelos. Now here, he's obviously discussing some sort of event that's happening. Again, this is a place where you can see she's not surprised, may keep smashing it. Again, you want to be seen. This is a fantastic place for you to then, like the comment, or you can see who's liked the comment. You can like the comment, and then you can put a comment yourself. Wow. Amazing work. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Again, this is another opportunity for you to be seen, and for other people, other hiring managers and talent managers to see, okay, they've come across your profile only because you're being active on LinkedIn. But it's the same thing here. Let's go to this person here who was looking at Wayne. Let's look at his activity, because you'll always find that the people who are hiring jobs, you'll find that they are very active. So he commented on this person. So unfortunately, you don't have experience in the sector. So I help connect HR leaders. This is what this person does. She's obviously commenting on this. Again, you can like, you can comment. If a HR, if one of these people have posted something, then you can repost it. You know, you want to be showing that you're active, but that you're taking initiative. And that's what I believe. Commenting, posting, and sharing, CPS, if you can write it down, is one unique way that most people won't use. But I think, again, this is one of the best ways for you to leverage LinkedIn and optimize your searches to the best of your ability, and to gain the success that I believe that you guys deserve and can have. But it's just about just getting yourself out there and just being social. It is a social networking platform, just like any other, just like Facebook was, just like LinkedIn is, just like Snapchat, just like Insta, just like TikTok. It's just another way. And obviously it has its different kind of rules, but the same things apply. If you're social enough, people will come to you. So that is my presentation as such on LinkedIn. And next week I will be discussing probably Indeed, and I'll be able to show you what that looks like for you. So we now move on to my favorite part, which is the questions. Now, what kind of questions do you guys have in regards to what I've said? And also, what things are you guys struggling with? If indeed you do have anything like that, then do let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you with anything that you're currently struggling with. So if there's anybody in the comments right now, let's see. If no one doesn't have anything, then I will move on to next week's session and just end it there. But if anyone does have a question, then please let me know. I'm going to see as well on my phone. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, I've got one question. So someone asked me just now, how do you use LinkedIn to repost something, and how does that gain the right how do you gain exposure by reposting? Now, one of the things about reposting, which is really good, is when you repost, let's say a recruiter is reposting, or it's just posted an advert on something that they're doing online, like an online course or something. What's really good about reposting that is they're able to identify genuinely, okay, this kind of person kind of understands what it is that I'm doing. So it's almost like people then were paying interest into what it is that you're doing. And that's why I feel like, the CPS that I mentioned, comment, posting, and sharing, really, really simple. It's a good way to get the attention back to you. I find a lot of people, especially people who message me in, my LinkedIn, a lot of people are asking for work. But, a lot of the conversations I've had with people, instead of people actually asking for work, I find it's better if they ask, what do I need? Or how can I help? And I feel like with the comment, posting, and sharing, you almost position yourself in that way. You position yourself like, okay, you posted something, I'm going to share it. And then it's like, I'm here to help you. And in you helping them, you're almost helping yourself, because you now got a spotlight on you and your profile. So that's the best way I would describe how you should go about reposting, and how you can leverage that and use that to your advantage. So if you're not, make sure you are commenting, posting, and sharing. Any other questions? Okay. All right. I don't believe we have any more questions. Well, If there aren't any other questions, then I want to thank everyone for their time today, listening to me, sharing how to use LinkedIn. I hope I was clear. I hope I was concise. I hope I was specific. And I look forward to seeing you all next week while I debunk and unpackage Indeed. All right. Do take care and have a phenomenal evening. Good night and God bless.